সর্ববেদের অভিধেয় নাম, সেই সর্ববেদের সাধন ভক্তি হইতে হয় প্রেমের উদ্গম, সাধন ভক্তি হইতে হয় প্রেমের উদ্গম। কৃষ্ণের চরণে হয় যদি অনুরাগ, কৃষ্ণের চরণে যদি অনুরাগ, কৃষ্ণ বিনু অন্যত্রতা নাহি রহে রাগ, কৃষ্ণ বিনু পঞ্চম পুরুষার্থ সেই প্রেম মহাধন, পঞ্চম পুরুষার্থ সেই প্রেম মহাধন, কৃষ্ণের মাধুর্য রস করায়ে আস্বাদন, কৃষ্ণের মাধুর্য রস সেই সর্ববেদের অভিধেয় নাম। সাধন ভক্তি হইতে হয় প্রেমের উদ্গম। Translation by Srila Prabhupada. By practicing this regulated devotional service under the direction of the spiritual master, suddenly one awakens his dormant love of Godhead. This process is called abhidheya. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. By the practice of devotional service, beginning with the hearing and chanting, the impure heart of a conditioned soul is purified, and thus he can understand his eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That eternal relationship is described by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jiver Swarup hoy Krishna Nitya Das. The living entity is an eternal servitor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When one is convinced about this relationship, which is called samandha, he then acts accordingly. That is called avidheya. The next step is prayojana siddhi, or fulfillment of the ultimate goal of one's life. If one can understand his relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and act accordingly, automatically his mission in life is fulfilled. The Mayavadi philosophers miss even the first stage in self-realization because they have no conception of God's being personal. He is the master of all and is the only person who can accept the service of all living entities. But since this knowledge is lacking in Mayavad philosophy, Mayavadis do not have knowledge even of their relationship with God. They wrongly think that everyone is God and that everyone is equal to God. Therefore, since the real position of the living entity is not clear to them, how can they advance further? Although they are very puffed up at being liberated, Mayavadi philosophers very subtly fall down again to material activities due to their neglecting lotus feet of the Lord. That is called patanti adha aruya krusvena param padam tatoha patanti adho anadrito jasmanangraya. Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto. It is the statement of Prahlad Maharaj that persons who think themselves liberated but do not execute devotional service, not knowing their relationship with the Lord, are certainly misled. One must know his relationship with the Lord and act accordingly. Then the fulfillment of his life's mission will be possible. Krishna charane hoy jadi anurag. Krishna minu anitya tar nahi rahe raga. If one develops his love of Godhead and becomes attached to the lotus feet of Krishna, gradually loses his attachment to everything else. This is a taste of advancement in devotional service. Bhakti paresanu bhavo virakti rannatra syat. In bhakti, a devotee's only attachment is Krishna. He no longer wants to maintain his attachments to many other things. Although Mayavadi philosophers are supposed to be very advanced on the path of liberation, we see that after some time they descend to politics and philanthropic activities. Many big sannyasis who are supposedly liberated and very advanced have come down again to materialistic activities. Although they left this world as mithya, false, when a devotee develops in devotional service, however, he no longer has attachments to such philanthropic activities. He is simply inspired to serve the Lord, and he engages his entire life in such service. This is the difference between Vaishnava and Mayavad philosophers. Devotional service, therefore, is practical, whereas Mayavad philosophy is merely mental speculation. Say sarva veder avidheyo naam. Sadhana bhakti is eating stool, is living in the big mound of stools. So happy. Oh, such nectarian. Oh, the human beings are so poor. They don't eat such nectar. I am eating and enjoying. It's so poor. Oh, thinking. It's hog nature, hog nature. You have not established your relationship with Krishna. Huh? Krishna is mukhya samandha, egamatra samandha. Is samandha tattva. Krishna is the only relationship. Huh? Mahaprabhu is saying. With supreme authority, he is saying this thing. Krishna is the only relationship and chief relationship. No other relationship is that. And these Mayavadi philosophers, they don't know this thing. You understand? They are misled, and they are also misleading the others. So Mahaprabhu says, Mayavadi bhasya sunile hoy sarvaraj. Mayavadi Krishna aparadhi. They are great offenders at the lotus feet of Krishna, Mayavadis. Because they think themselves Lord, God. I am God, you are God, he is God, all are God, all are Lord. So, all are Lord. Then, if all are Lord, so why Lord is suffering? Why are you suffering, Baba? If you are Lord, why are you suffering? Why are you engaged in this philanthropic activity? Why are you engaged in this politics, Baba? No? Why are you quarreling? Why are you biting among yourselves? One is biting as a dog bites other dog. They are quarreling and biting like dogs in politics. Huh? Isn't it? If Lord, If you are Lord, why are you biting and quarreling? Lords are biting and quarreling, suffering. They fall down. Arya Krishrena param padam tato potantiyodho anadruto jusmandonghrayo, you see. Jyonne Ravindakhe vimuttamaninas tvayasta bhavat avisuddha buddhaya Arya Krishrena param padam tato potantiyodho. Do you understand? These Mahabadis, those who are not devotees, those who are not surrendered unto the lotus feet of Krishna, those who have disregarded the lotus feet of Krishna, those who have not established their relationship with Krishna, these are only others. You understand? They are none others other than the devotees, surrenders. Do you understand? Arabindakyo vimuktamaninas tvayasthabhavad avisuddha buddhaya Aruhya Krishrena param padam tata padantiyodho anadrita smadanghaya. Brahma Vakya. You understand? In Srimad Bhagavatam it is said, they think themselves that we are liberated. Now we are equal to Lord, one with the Lord. But what happens to you, Baba? After some days, few days, we find they fall down. Patantyata. They go up to that impersonal Brahman, undergoing very severe austerities, penances, Krishna sadhana. Some of them, very few, not all, go up to that last limit. That is vehicle of jnana. The vehicle you have, you are riding the vehicle of jnana. So that vehicle will lead you last limit, Brahman effulgence. Impersonal Brahman effulgence. This vehicle goes. Oh, Baba, you go to the railway platform, train. One train came, halted there. Then inquired, the railway authority. Which train it is? Where is it going? It's going to Howrah. So his destination is Howrah. If you ride and to get into that train, only you'll go to Howrah. You cannot go anywhere else. Can you go to Bombay? Riding into that train. Similarly, the vehicle of Jnana will lead up to last limit, will take you to Brahman effulgence. So these are my bodies. The right, back. क्या होता है? What she is doing, your daughter? Right? Why are you creating disturbance? Give her one slap. Creating disturbance. Slap it. The vehicle of Jnana will take you up to Brahman effulgence. This last destination, no more. Beyond that. So some of them go there. Then again fall down. Padantiyodho. Why? Anadruto jusmudonghrayo. Anadruto jusmudonghrayo. Because they have discarded your lotus feet, O Lord. They have not taken shelter at your lotus feet, O Lord. The lotus feet of the Lord, Krishna, is the only place of shelter. Do you understand? Only place of shelter. From where nobody falls down. Nobody falls down. Do you understand? Na tabaka katit rasyanti. Next verse says, Na tabaka katit rasyanti. Baddha savruda. You understand? They are firmly fixed there. In the lotus feet of the Lord, Krishna, they never fall down. Because that is the only place of shelter. But these Mahabodhis, they have not taken shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. They have disregarded your lotus feet. Therefore, they have committed this offense. Mahabodhi Krishna Paradhi, Mahaprabhu says. The Mahabodhis are great offenders at the lotus feet of Krishna. So they fall down. And we see again they are engaged in all philanthropic activities, all material activities, take part in politics. Engaged in quarreling, engaged in biting, engaged in fighting. Isn't it? Quarreling, biting, fighting. Like dogs. This is their lot. Because they have not established their eternal relationship with Krishna. They don't know who are they, what is their identity. Jiver Swarup Hoy Krishna Nitya Das, Mahaprabhu says here. Oh, this is your identity. You are eternal servitor of Krishna. You understand? That is the relationship. This is the relationship. Only relationship. This is, in this chapter, is Adi Leela. Chapter 7, Kaviraj Goswami gives a synopsis of the whole subject matters. This in Adi Leela gives the synopsis, the whole subject matter of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Then he'll give the detail. So in Madhya Leela, chapter 6 or 7, you'll find detailed discussions. Mahaprabhu's discussions with the Mahabodhis and Kashi. Do you understand? There Mahaprabhu will say, Vede tini tattva ko. In Veda there are three tattvas. Samandha, avideya, prayojana. You understand? Samandha tattva, avideya tattva, prayojana tattva. Here it is explained also. Samandha tattva means you have your eternal relationship with Krishna. This is samandha. Samandha means relationship. And this is the only relationship. No other relationship. This is the only relationship. Do you understand? You have only relationship with Krishna. This is samandha. When someone can understand this thing, he will be convinced. He will act accordingly. My Guru Maharaj says in his purport, he will act accordingly. How to keep up the relationship, isn't it? Now you have established your relationship with bodily relationship, isn't it? Those who are related to this body, you have established a relationship with them. That means father and son relationship, wife and husband relationship, master and servant relationship, friend and friend relationship, and other relationships. In material world, we will find these 5 types of relationships. These are all bodily relationships. Based on body, isn't it? As soon as the body is finished, the relationship is finished. No more relationship. The relationship, body will finish. If the husband dies, then wife says, oh, my husband dies. No relationship. Then she may accept another husband. Or she may go elsewhere. So where is that relationship? The father dies. The son says, oh, my father died. I have no father. Do you understand? My father died, gone. Finished. Where is the relationship? It's temporary. The relationship with Krishna is eternal. Your soul is eternal. So he has eternal relationship. That's the relationship with Krishna. Do you understand? This is samandha tattva. In Veda it is said, when someone is convinced, understands it clearly, then you will act accordingly. Now you are acting to keep up your bodily relationship when you have established bodily relationship, isn't it? Now you are engaged day and night. How to maintain your family, isn't it? Divacharthoyam rajan kutumba bharanino va. Huh? Isn't it? Parameswara was telling that, oh, how can I maintain my family? This thought is coming into. Huh? Isn't it? Disturbed. I cannot think of Krishna. I'll think of Krishna. You are not established a relationship with Krishna. How can you think of Krishna? Baba. Huh? How can you? He'll say, Krishna sarane hoy jodi anurag, Krishna min annatra nahi rohe rag. Clearly says. If one develops his love of Godhead, becomes attached to lotus feet of Krishna, gradually loses his attachment to everything else. Do you understand? This is the reason. This is the reason. You have not developed your relationship or attachment to the lotus feet of Krishna. So you have only developed this bodily relationship, or your attachment is developed to those persons or those things that are related to this body. You understand? That means you have developed your attachment to your wife, your father, your mother, your son, your friend, is all about relationships. So how can you think of Krishna? You are only thinking of them. Huh? How can I maintain my family? How can I earn more money and maintain my family? Huh? And you have your sons, now you have produced sons and daughters. They are grown up now. And this thought is also haunts your mind. Oh, they have now attained marriageable age. How can I give them marriage? Isn't it? I think in your Western world you are not thinking like that. Isn't it? Are you thinking? How can I give the marriage to my daughter or to my son? Do you think so? Huh? Huh? In the West there is no such thing. But here it is. It is the responsibility of the parents to give marriage to their sons and daughters. But in your Western country, you are irresponsible. So there is no such responsibility. Like the dog or hog produces so many children. No responsibility how to maintain. They'll go and eat too. When they grow up, they leave their father or mother. They leave their mother, no father, not attached to father, only mother. Some attachment is with mother only, no father. They leave the children of the hogs and dogs leave their mother and just wander and eat stool like this. It is like this in your Western country. So you have no responsibility. You never in anxiety at all. How to give my daughter marriage? How to give my son education and then marriage? No such anxiety. But we have such anxiety here. We have responsibility here. That is responsibility. Like as per Vedic etiquette, culture, Vedic culture. Do you understand? This is there. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Dara putra nijo deho kutumbo palone, sarvada vyakula ami chinu mana mane. Kemane orjiv ortho, joso kise bhavo, konya putra vivaho, kemane sampadiho. Is what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. I was always in anxiety. How can I earn money? How can I maintain my family? How can I give my sons and daughters in marriage? Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I'm always in anxiety, always thinking of these things. I was not thinking of Krishna. Understand? He says, How to maintain my family now that my wife is there, she'll produce child. I am on money. Huh? To maintain family. Great anxiety. Great anxiety. How can you think of Krishna Baba? Krishna is not in the mind. You see, your mind is not engaged in thinking of Krishna because you have not established your relationship with Krishna. You have not developed your real attachment to Krishna, love to Krishna. Huh? Your attachment is misdirected. Misdirected. You have developed this attachment or relationship with these temporary things. So you are suffering. And now Krishna says here, Mahaprabhu says here, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I was in anxiety in all these affairs. How can I earn more money? How can I get my sons and daughters in marriage? How can samarpane chintanaya? Tumi nirbhahive prabhu sansar tumar. Now I completely surrender myself to your lotus feet, O Lord. Now I am free from all anxiety. You understand? Now I am free from all anxiety. Now I am always thinking of your lotus feet. Now I am developed only attachment to your lotus feet. And automatically all these anxieties, all these attachments are gone. Now it tastes bitter now. That will taste bitter. Automatically that will taste bitter. When you develop attachment to the lotus feet of Krishna, he said, Krishna sarane jadi hoy anurag, Krishna bino annatra dhar nahi hoy rag. Says. So other attachments will automatically go. You'll be completely detached. You'll develop detest for it. Detest. Only test is there. Lotus feet of Krishna. You understand? And you have not developed such attachment, therefore you have such attachment. Other things, other persons. You understand? Therefore you suffer. And this is the case with this Mayavadi philosophers. They have not developed this attachment. They have not established their relationship with Krishna. Therefore they fall down from Brahmana and engaged in philanthropic activities, and so many materialistic activities, and so many, politics, like that. And they suffer. They're engaged in biting, engaged in fighting, engaged in quarreling, like that. You understand? So Mahaprabhu says here, only every vastu has his dharma. Vastu dharma. You understand? Everything has his natural dharma, occupation. In English you may say occupation. Isn't it? In other words, what do you say? Dharma? Natural activity. You understand? It's quite natural. As for example, water. Water is a vastu, thing. What is its natural dharma? Liquidity. Do you understand? Its natural dharma is liquidity. Do you understand? Similarly, every vastu has its natural dharma. So your body is a vastu. Mind is a vastu. Similarly, soul is a vastu. So body has his dharma, natural dharma. The mind has his natural dharma. And soul has his natural dharma. Isn't it? This is nitya dharma, natural, eternal dharma. So what is the natural or eternal dharma of body? Sense gratification. Bodily enjoyment. This is the natural dharma of the body. So what is the natural dharma of the mind? Willing, feeling, desiring, or accepting and rejecting. Sankalpa Vikalpa. This is natural dharma of the mind. Similarly, the soul has its natural dharma. And what is the natural dharma of soul? Yes. Do you understand? The natural dharma of the soul is to serve the lotus feet of Krishna. Do you understand? That is the natural dharma, eternal dharma of the soul. Do you understand? You are not mind, you are not body, you are not mind, you are soul. So your natural dharma is to serve the lotus feet of Krishna. Do you understand? But you are not doing that thing. Therefore you are suffering. What you are not, you are doing the same thing. Isn't it? You are not the body, you are not the mind, but you are doing the dharma of body and mind. How can you get pleasure? You are not doing your eternal dharma. The soul's dharma is serving the lotus feet of Krishna, or to surrender completely unto lotus feet of Krishna. That, in other words, we may say, you have not established your relationship, a real relationship. You understand? You have established your temporary relationship, bodily relationship. Therefore you are suffering. Now Mahaprabhu says, Jivar Swarupa Hoy Krishna Nityadas. This is the real identity of Jiva, that he is eternal servitor of Krishna. So he has only one relationship, that is relationship with Krishna. This is Samandha Tattva. And one who is convinced, one can understand it very clearly, then he will act accordingly. How can I now keep up this relationship? How can I serve Krishna now? Now he'll inquire about it. He'll be very inquisitive about it. Now I can understand I am Krishna Das. I am eternally servitor of Krishna, eternal servant of Krishna. And my only duty is to serve the lotus feet of Krishna. So how can I do it? How can I establish my relationship? Then you'll act accordingly. Then you take shelter of a bona fide Guru who will teach you this thing. How you can keep up your relationship. Every moment, always, every time, you'll serve lotus feet of Krishna. This is abhidheya. This is abhidheya. Bhakti. Do you understand? Is samandha tattva, then abhidheya tattva is bhakti tattva. Then number three, third, is prayojana tattva or prayojana siddhi, that is prem. Is love. Do you understand? Pure love is not lost. That means we have this natural love for Krishna. Do you understand? That is natural with the soul. With the soul. So service should be rendered with love. So it is a loving service. Premamaya seva. Based on love. And that is the prayojana, that is the last thing, ultimate attainment. We'll achieve that prey. That means, in other words, let's get Krishna. Because Krishna is bound up with that love. When you can render this loving service unto Krishna, then Krishna is bound up. That is the ultimate aim, the mission of your life. And Mahaprabhu says, and this Mayavadi philosophers that don't know this thing. Therefore they fall down from Brahman effulgence. Here it is said, Krishna charane hoy jodi anurag, Krishna bin annatra tar nahi rohe rag. If someone is fortunate, he develops his attachment, love and attachment towards the lotus feet of Krishna. Then he will never develop any attachment to anything or anybody. You understand? Annatra tar nahi rohe rag. Automatically, all the attachments, material attachments, bodily attachments will be seized. You understand? Will be ended. No longer there will be. Do you understand? And automatically you'll develop detest for it. Detest. Only you have developed taste and attachment for Krishna. Lotus feet of Krishna. You understand? Here it is said. This is a test of advancement in devotional service. Bhakti parasyanubhavo viraktir annatra syat. You see. In bhakti, a devotee's only attachment is Krishna. He no longer wants to maintain his attachment to many other things. Then he will never be in anxiety how to maintain my body or maintain my family, how to give my sons and daughters in marriage. How can I earn money and get paid? Where will it be? Huh? Where will it be? Finished. You understand? Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, now I am free from all these anxieties by taking complete shelter at your lotus feet, O Lord. Do you understand? I am free from all these anxieties. Previously, prior to this, I was in so much anxiety. I was always thinking of all these things, nasty things. Now it is all finished. Now I have completely surrendered myself unto your lotus feet, O Krishna. So now I am free from all this anxiety. Now he is only thinking of Krishna. And this is test, he says. Bhaktir parasyanubhavo viraktir annatra syat. A devotee's only attachment is Krishna. He no longer wants to maintain his attachment to many other things. But Maharaja, in the 11th canto Srimad Bhagavatam says this thing. Bhakti, this is the test, symptom that you are making advancement in this path of bhakti. This is test. Bhakti parisanubhava viraktir annatra chaisatri kaikakala prapadyamanasya jathasnataha syus pusti pusti kyudupaya anughas. Isn't it, Gopinath Prabhu? You understand? Huh? Don't understand? Huh? Some. Yes, tell me, what do you understand?
By executing devotional service, just obey the one word.
Huh?
By executing devotional service, just obey the one word.
This much you understood. Now something more. He said, Bhakti parasanubhavo viraktir annatra chaisatri kaikakala prapadyamanasya jathasnata syo tusti pusti syudupaya anughasam. Do you understand? His example is given here. Jathasnataha syo tusti pusti syudupaya anughasam. You are hungry. Do you understand? Very hungry. Hunger is there in the stomach. Huh? So, when you take one morsel of food, one morsel, do you understand? Then simultaneously, do you understand? You get some satisfaction. And simultaneously, some portion of your stomach is filled also. Simultaneously, your hunger is decreasing. It's simultaneously three things. Tusti, pusti, kyudupaya. Huh? Isn't it? Every morsel, with every morsel of our food, you find these three things simultaneously. Isn't it? Satisfaction, filling of the stomach, and decrease of the hunger. Similarly, bhakti parasanubhavo virakti annatra chaisatri kaikakala prapadyamanasya. These three things simultaneously. You understand? If someone is completely surrendered unto the lotus feet of Krishna and developed unalloyed attachment or devotion unto the lotus feet of Krishna, Do you understand? Unalloyed attachment, only one pointed, no attachment. Is not multi-pointed attachment. One pointed attachment. Only one attachment. Lotus feet of Krishna. Then simultaneously you will be detached to all other material objects and persons. Virakti. This is virakti. It will be simultaneously developed. Then also you will serve the lotus feet of Krishna, thereby you get some pleasure. You understand? Some pleasure. And also every moment, always only you see all beautiful form of Krishna. Simultaneously these three things will take place. This is the test. This is test. This is test. When these three things will simultaneously take place, then you can understand that you have really developed this unalloyed devotion, and now developed prem, love, and only attachment to the lotus feet of Krishna. So automatically other things are detached. That it is said here. Krishna bino anyatrata nahi rahe rago. Do you understand? Anyatrata nahi rahe rago. But the Mayavad philosophers, they don't know this thing. So they have now attached to so many things. Some philanthropic activities, some politics, some quarreling, some fighting, some biting. So many things. Because they have not developed attachment towards the lotus feet of Krishna, and they are not, in other words, they have not established their relationship with Krishna, which is the only relationship. Only relationship. Do you understand? So it is said, Iti achyutangring bhajatonubrutyaha bhaktir viraktir bhagavata prabodha bhavanti vai bhagavatasya rajan tatah param santi upaiti sakyat. Do you understand? No. Why not? 11th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd chapter, 43rd verse. Remember, note it down. Very important verse. Iti achyutangring bhajatonubrutya bhaktir viraktir bhagavata prabodha bhavanti vai bhagavatasya rajan tatah param santing upaiti sakyat. This is said. Narada Muni, great says Narada says to Vasudev, this is Narada's statement, Vasudev. O king, you just now practice this Krishna bhajan. You understand? Engage yourself. The bhajan of lotus feet of Krishna. Do you understand? Develop your attachment to the lotus feet of Krishna. Develop your attachment to his dear devotees. Do you understand? Then automatically you'll achieve bhakti, and automatically you'll acquire this tattva jnana, Bhagavad tattva jnana. And automatically you'll be detached. You'll develop detachment. What's all the material affairs and the material relationships? Three things will automatically come up. This says, Bhakti atitang hring bhadato anubhrutya bhaktir viraktir bhagavata prabodho bhavanti vai bhagavatasya rajan tatah param santing upaiti sakhya. Something. Only. Because that is the only. This is the Atma-Vruti. This is the natural activity or dharma of the soul. When you will be established in the dharma of the soul, automatically the dharma of a body and dharma of mind will be finished. No more. No more. You will develop the test for it. And you have not established this thing, therefore you are now on this unnatural dharma. dharma of body and dharma of mind. So you are suffering. Do you understand? So you are suffering. Oh. Here said, Aham hare tava padeika mulo dasanudasod bhavitasmi bhuya manah smarena supadirgunanang grunitvak karma karotu kaya. Isn't it? Huh? Sixth canto Srimad Bhagavatam. These are famous verses. Get it, get it. Sixth canto, 11th chapter, 24th verse says this thing. Huh? Aham hare tava padeika mula dasanudasod bhavitasmi bhuyo manah smarena supadirgunanang gunitavaka karma karotu kaya. You understand, Gopinath? Huh? It is quite natural now. He said, yes, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written it in poem form. Chinu tavo nityo daso golevandhi maya paso. Chinu tavo nityo daso golevandhi maya paso. Sansare painu nana kleso. Sansare painu nana kleso. Ebe puna kariyaso hoya to boda serdaso. Bhoji pai tobo bhakti leso. Bhoji pai tobo bhakti leso. Praneshwara tobo guna smaruk mana puna puna. Do you understand? Gopinath? Huh? Why are you not understanding this thing? Gopinath is so cheating. Isn't it? Gopinath cheater. Cheating. Huh? Khinu tava nityadas gole bandhi maya pas sansare painu nana klesh. Do you understand? Oh Lord, I am your eternal servant, but alas, I had become Mayadas. You understand? That Maya Pisachi, Maya the witch, just entrapped me. I was entrapped by the net of Maya Pas. He put that net on my throat, gully. Made me her servant. Therefore I suffered so much in this material world, becoming Maya's das. Now, ebe puno koryas, hoya tobo daser das, bhaji pai tobo bhakti leis. Now I completely surrender myself. I now kick Maya. And now I completely surrender myself unto your lotus feet, unto the servant and servant. I'm servant of your lotus feet. Do you understand? Now I am engaged every moment in your bhajan of your lotus feet. You understand? Praneshwara tava guna now. Oh, Lord of my heart, let my mind again and again think of you. Think of your transcendental qualities, attributes. Let my tongue chant incidentally your holy name. Let my hands engage in your loving service. Now I completely dedicate myself at your lotus feet. There's nobody else than you within this material world mind. You understand? That means he now establishes his relationship with Krishna. So automatically he cuts off all other relationships, and all the relationships are automatically cut off. And all his body, whole body, all of the limbs of his body, senses, are engaged in Krishna's loving service. This is test. So there is no more suffering now. No other relationship. So why there will be suffering? Huh? Mind is always engaged in thinking of Krishna. You understand? Tongue is always engaged in chanting his holy name. Huh? Eye is always engaged in seeing the beautiful form of Krishna. Ears are engaged always in hearing the nectarian katha of Krishna. Hands are always engaged in rendering loving service to Krishna. And legs are always engaged in circumambulating Krishna's dham, Krishna's temple. So all limbs are engaged. So why suffering? Huh? Do you understand? Thank you. Material relations. Now it is finished today, he says. So completely now established. Relationship Krishna.